And what Sinch had is like a typical product development cycle, which I guess many of you who raised their hands earlier will recognize. Because what happens is sales management decides what to build, and then you have the product team and the designers, they basically make a design and list all the requirements, and then the dev team starts executing it agile, right? So you have all the waterfall requirements, and then the dev team starts being agile and having a release every now and then and going towards an end product, but the requirements usually stay the same. It doesn't change. And then after a while, it's finished, and it ends up in the hands of the customer, and the customer doesn't use it. And there is no follow-up. It's just out there. It's just added to a list of features that you have to maintain, that drags along in your code base, that's slowing you down over the years, and just creates a complete mess your code base. And I think looking at some of your faces, this is really recognizable, right? And this is how typical sales-driven development works, right? Because yes, the person will sign the contract and they now have the deal, but actually the feature doesn't solve an actual problem. Well, it solves one problem, is getting the signature, but apart from that, it doesn't really add value to the product. On the contrary, it makes your product very complicated and lots of things you have to drag on, and let alone you decide at some point deleting this feature because it was the reason to sign the contract. So